Hi, welcome to Warblog. Um, Today I'm going to play Invasion of Anjou 2008. No reason, I just feel like making a video, to be honest. I don't know, such as this one, because it seems pretty simple and straightforward. Hopefully I should be able to do it in 15 minutes, which is sort of the design objective of all these games, but most of them fail abysmally, but let's start playing. I'm sure I'll be able to do this in 15 minutes, so let's try. Anyway, so there's the map. Basically, the guy, president, he refused to step down after losing an election, and so the neighbouring countries of Tanzania and the rest of the Comoros Islands sort of got together and basically invaded. The president said that he would fight to the death, but he was last seen being first described as dressed as a woman in a sort of vintage canoe getting away, but I think later it turned out that he fled in a speedboat. Anyway, it's an interesting game. I think these coups, African coups, are classics really. It doesn't matter, you can't have enough African coups. So I'm going to play this. So obviously there's a huge force here. There's 4 battalions. And I was thinking earlier on that I mean, to play this game, a game this simple, the moves are going to be the same. The first move is going to be to attack that. Now, some of the things that I'm thinking about would commit all these troops into one attack, which I think I might do, or just half of them, or 3/4. Well, I'm going to commit 3/4. Not brilliant, but defender retreat, which is good. That was a pretty bad dice roll, 11. Goes from 1 to 12, so that did quite well really on a defender retreat. It could have been a worse result. So, back to the game. This unit is now got 2. I'm going to call them disruptions from now on because I just can't get my head around the idea of the new depressions. I think disruptions are a little more commercially sort of acceptable. Well, we sort of won there already. This unit has lost some movement. Oh no, it's the other one. So this unit got all his movement. I'm going to send him in this direction, but everyone else is pretty much can't move. Okay, so now it's the Anjouan's turn. Now I don't think they have much choice really but to hold up in the city here. No air power. That's that. However, the Anjouans can now fire artillery. I know why that is. I recently moved all the counters over, so 1 to 4, no result. Okay, in their turn. I'll keep them both in the city, also keep the odds down. They're now in Trent, they're now dug in. I wonder what this will be like. 1 to 2 odds, attacker retreats. Could it be that this is a harder game than I thought? Attacker eliminated is doing the most, it's artillery. Do I attack that? No. Okay. One to one. An exchange. This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Oh god, that was... I need to play this again. Oh god, that was unthinkable. That was not going how I thought it was going to go. Unbelievable. Still reeling from that. Oh, a bit of good fortune. Attacker retreats. That was a little bit of good fortune. Well, let's at least take the high ground here. I mean, the artillery is not going to do any good. Defender retreats. I've got them on the run there. I'm not even going to bother firing the artillery, not going to do anything. Question is, do they move maybe into there? No. Keep the pressure up. An exchange. Okay, now I'm going to recover. And so are they. And so am I. And so are they. And now I have the choice again. They've recovered two depressions, but well, I really can't afford to mess this up. An exchange. Another exchange. Recovery phases. I'm sort of speed playing this, but they've now recovered. They've gone back down to 3. But they've now recovered. And so they're going to try their assault again. Exchange. Oh. Recovered. Try the assault again. Reorganized. Another exchange. They're just not doing very well on the die rolls. That's what, have all these one-to-ones. You would have thought that they might have got a DR at some point. Another exchange. Now we're going to go for it again. 1-to-1. Ouch. 1-to-1. Attacker retreats. 2 depressions. If they had bigger forces, they could strike again. Recovering now. Go through all the turn 24 already. Maybe they need to come from this flank. Defend a retreat. Die roll of 1. That was what they needed. Depressions 5. Okay. Just going to sit there. Defender retreats. That's kind of good. Okay. Exchange. Defender retreats. Well, it's going to end soon, so I cannot believe that this wasn't a walkover. I was sure it would be. One last attack. One last attack. Seconds to go. No. So, not quite the walkover. Second video, you probably won't notice. But, oh, I think Cover. Not do anything. We could bring these other units down here to actually start fighting back. I'm really not sure that would be the best move, but it could be an alternative strategy. Exchange. Die roll of 1. Defender retreats. So not really enough. Turn. Whittling them down. Exchange. Oh, and now under pressure 6. I'm really going to have to, well, that'll be on back down to depression 5 now. I'm going to have to use this turn to at least try and consolidate on that attack. Defender retreat. That was what I needed. Now at 7. Let's see. Exchange. So they're going to have to stop. At least they're not really. It's not getting the sort of massive depression disruptions that they should be. I think they're going round in circles. They're back down to 5 disruptions, which is 50% strength, and I'm at full strength, so I'm sort of getting there. Oh, attacker retreats. Well, the good news, other than the fact that we've been doing now 40 turns, the good news is that at least there are a minimum of 50 depressions. Now I'm reorganized. Let's try again. Retreat, and they should be in exactly the same position, it might appear. Yes, because this one retreated to there and this one retreated to there. Now I'm going to have to go through that whole reorganization again. I'm very tempted to bring these units down from here and to start attacking these because they obviously can't win. You know, that would be, it would be interesting. I sort of don't want to spoil it though. by doing something. I mean, if I was to play another game where I was to do that, then fine. But I can't save this and do it to see what it looks like. Okay. And how unlucky can these be? Oh God! Another attack. This is minimum. Okay. This is not a problem. Not a problem at all. What's 15 minutes? You know, in a lifetime. What's 15 minutes just trying to take out a couple of silly little units. Come on, it's just because I'm rolling 11s all the time. Come on, take your time. Oh, 1. Defender retreat. So that puts his disruptions, now up to 7. The question is, do I try and really push on this? Because at disruption 7, without being dug in the jungle, it's a long shot, but I'm going to go for it. I just don't want him recovering. If we can get a good result. Oh, yes, if I can get a good result, which I did, that couldn't have gone better for all the bad luck. It's a bit odd. Why is one on 7 and one on 9? Okay, now what I'm actually going to do, in their turn, I'm going to do something because I've seen an opportunity here. Now, would one be better than the other? They're going to run away. Now, this game is far more interesting than I thought it was going to be because they're not depressed, they're not disrupted. Really trying. Ah, okay. They are definitely running away. Look at this. Can't catch them. Cannot catch them. This is going to be interesting. Put it down to overconfidence. At least I didn't take the wrong road back or something. artillery unit actually do any damage? No. 0.09 versus 9. Whatever. Okay. Well, I'm definitely not going to do a third one on this. Not for something as silly as this. Well, this is it. This is about as good as it's ever going to get. They got rolled a 12. Holy. Okay, so the Anjoan player wins. They took some heavy losses. Let's see. They had this one's depressed 0, depressed 0, depressed 6, depressed 8. Well, let's just end that turn and end that turn. So we now should be depression 7, depression 5. They went up to 9. So they took a heavy pounding, the artillery. The infantry, sort of 50% disorganised. But they held the island, and they held it through a strategy of defence, which is one of the things that a lot of strategy games don't offer, because it's boring. Unless the defender has got some scope to make equally as challenging or interesting attacks, like Waterloo, any of the battles generally gets picked up. If the only option that you have is to sit where you are and do absolutely nothing, it doesn't make for a very exciting game. I can always remember playing Axis and Allies, and the Russians would always be described, especially at the beginning of the game, being the player that just sat there doing nothing, building troops, letting Germany attack it. Not that I know anything about that game. But yeah, so most games don't really allow for the most boring defense strategy, but it worked. Now, the Comoros forces basically killed themselves with 2 attacker eliminated results. And it's that attacker eliminated result that's actually quite interesting when you start to sort of think about it, because they essentially attacked and the odds were not brilliant, but they totally messed it up. 1 to 1 is not a bad attack, but to attack you really need 2 or 3 to 1. So I think what really happened in this game, I was too complacent in the beginning and just split my forces up without attempting to get a flank around the Owani airport. Whereas what I should have done was perhaps, there were only 1 unit there. I should have got and made sure I had the 7 to 1 odds, and then I should have spent that with all the forces going for the city. Although, to be quite honest, I think it was down to bad die rolls. I think the Comoros forces could possibly do with 1 extra unit. It would be a bit here and there, historically it would probably fit in with the 2,000 or so troops that they sent over. But that was interesting. Far more interesting than I thought it was going to be. Anyway, there's 15 seconds left, so I've got plenty of time to say goodbye. So remember, if you want to play this game and do better than I did, you can play it when you sign up at warblog.co.uk. See you later. Bye.